Right, continuing on with our journey. We're almost done in Rift. Yes, let's continue. I'm sleepy. It's the end of my night. I just took a melatonin gummy. We'll see how long it takes to kick in.
Pitiful excuse for a soldier.
With Sinmer dead, and the worm cult shattered, perhaps peace will return to our lands.
I'm ready to put an end to the worm cult.
As am I, my friend. But there is much to do. The worms hide inside Trollhedda. Mark my words. Manimarcus spawn dies today. With Sinmer dead, and the worm cult shattered, perhaps peace will return to our lands.
How can I help?
The worm cult mages guard the passage to Trollhedda. A full assault would be suicidal, but a small force might push right through, especially with you at its head.
What do you want me to do?
Lower the worm's defenses. Kill them as you must, but leave some for us. As you destroy each ward, we will secure the caves behind you. For Isgramor, for glory.
I'll get it done.
You must clear the way. We have to reach Sinmer before it's too late.
If I'm to lead the charge, give me someone to lead.
You have the spirit of Isgramor, my friend. Yes, two blades are more dangerous than one. Speak to Holgun, Walks in Ash, and Valdamandarin. Choose a companion and tear the worms apart.
Little insider thing. There's a holiday event going on. We are actually going to go do the holiday event. Because I want the reward. Alright, so we've got... Hey.
Have you retrieved the shards of Wuthrad? Without them, Sinmer will be extremely difficult to defeat. If you don't have the shards, I suggest you recruit friends to aid you.
You have aid to offer me?
If you wish, I can offer a healer to accompany you.
Thank you, I accept.
You will be honored with the presence of one of our finest healers. Do not let us down.
Thank you. I think before I do this, I think I got everything right. I think I do.
Hostilities ended. Now, to relax. Help me. Wounded.
A side note, this game has the weirdest volume issues. No matter how much I try to edit the volume, try to play with the sliders, it's either always too loud or too quiet. Often within the same NPC. Or same zone.
Time for tea, then.
Going. Looks like I'm going.
Beware.
Healer. That was a creepy beware. Somebody's already come through and killed everything.
Magic bars the gate. I can't go that way. Looks like we're good.
Brief rest, that's all I ask.
One of the bad guys in the very faint background said, let's rest, that's all I ask. Such a weird comment to have said, I guess.
Finally, out of those caves.
Oh, how it hurts.
I'm sorry? Okay, coming up this way. Feels like a completely different zone, doesn't it?
Finally, out of those caves.
Yep.
Will no one help us? We're being overrun by a plague of dead giants. A curse of the worm cultists.
How can I help?
Kill their spirit healer, Corelia Lucullus. Her power enables them to summon the giants.
Sure, I'll see what I can do.
My wound.
Giants!
Confound it!
Our pact healer's got an unusually loud voice. Like startling, so like, and I feels like it's only in one ear and not both.
interrupting scholarship!
Peace at last. Or as peaceful as the rift can be nowadays. I feared the giants would never leave us alone.
But they will now?
Yes. Without the spirit healer's control, the giants will no longer seek us out. I extend my gratitude.
Others doubted you, but I knew you could do it.
Good to see you too, Vigrad.
Excellent. You've cleared the pass for us. I'm moving our troops forward now. The final hurdle is ahead of us. Are you ready?
I'm ready. What's next?
We must fight past the last of the worm cultists ahead of us. Then we face Sinmur and Thalic. That merging is a foe worthy of Ysgramor. Yet it falls to us to face them.
And how can we defeat them?
We must separate them. Great damage to Sinmur will tear their spirits asunder. Then both are vulnerable. Either the shards of Wuthrad or mighty companions are needed for this task.
I'm ready.
Yorin the Skald King asked me to thank you for gathering all the shards. He brought them into the ruins for the final battle.
How can Wuthrad shard help against Sinmar?
Long ago, Ysgramor used Wuthrad to slay Sinmur. That act imbued the axe with great power against the giant. Even Wuthrad's shards can cause him tremendous harm.
How?
Voldam and Durin discovered a way to harness the power in each shard and turn it against Sinmur. He'll place the shards you've collected in runic braziers. Activate those braziers to unleash the shards against Sinmur.
Could we defeat Sinmar without the Wuthrad shards?
Perhaps, but not alone. If you plan to fight him without the shards, seek out other powerful warriors like yourself. You have little chance of besting the giant alone. Remember, Ysgramor fought alongside 500 companions.
Good thing I got the shards then, huh?
We must defeat Sinmur and the worm cult once and for all. Are you ready?
Yes, what needs to be done?
We must push forward or all is lost. Follow me.
King, you better not die.
Stay beside me. We face the cult together.
Oh, he's giving a moving speech and I just rolled ahead and started fighting.
And die on my blade.
Circle around!
There's more where that came from.
Face me, Sinmur! Friends, activate the shards of Uhtred while I occupy the...
Ended.
The monster's down.
Now to relax.
Well done, my friends, well done. Kind's breath. Can it be? The 500 companions?
Sinmur is dead. You have won a great victory this day.
Isgramor. I'm not worthy.
Rise, Yoran Skald King. Rise and greet me as the true champion of the North. You have united not just the Nords. The ancient elves and the crafty lizard folk stand with us as well.
I had help, my liege.
Your champions, we've met. A hard road lies ahead of you, but for now, savor this victory.
Thank you, Isgramor.
Companions, 3 cheers for the Skald King and his brave champions. Worm Crushers and Giant Slayers. Again! Once more! For the Path and the North! Companions, we ride to Sovngarde!
Well, that was cool.
Well done, my friend. May Sinmur never again arise to haunt us.
Is he dead at least?
Yes, Sinmur and the worm cult are crushed. But Isgramor's warning concerns me. What could he mean? Find Vigorod Greatbane. He should be outside. I must think on this.
You think on it. I will go see what I can do out here. I hope I'm not missing anything, but I don't think so. Not seeing anything on the map that says come.
What happened inside? Is Yoran safe?
Sinmur is dead, Vigrid.
To tell the truth, I feared we wouldn't win this fight. The rift is finally back under Pact control.
Oh. Warren.
I hope the worm cult has been shattered, but I fear they are just the foot of the mountain.
You believe the worms were the pawns?
Yes, as Isgramor said, their masters reside in Coldharbour. We have no choice but to invade. I must return to Monhold, my friend. I hope to see you there.
I'll see you there. Funny enough, that's where I need to go. No NPC is gonna come running, yelling at us. Nope. Because I'm pretty sure it wants us to go do our main quest, which takes us to Mournhold. Okay, we finished up in the rift, and now we're going to warm.
Did you get it? Did your invitation arrive? Rub it in, why don't you?
Yeah,
If you must know, Shadowstooler has rejected me. Again.
You Landstriders are all insane. And Makara is the worst of you. Khajiit or no, sneaks need to defeat.
Oh, so now we're working on our main quest. So everyone's following along, including myself.
Well, well, if it isn't the hero of the pact, glad you made it.
I don't believe we met.
I'm the leader of the Hidden Armigers. If you've heard of us, we haven't been doing our jobs. The Armigers do the Pact's dirty work. Sometimes that involves agents from the Morag Tong and other secret organizations, like Nariu here.
Why would you need an assassin?
She owes me a favor. It's a long series of stories we don't have time for. She saved my brother. I saved her life. We're back and forth. That's it for story time. You're here about Varna's Galarian?
Yes, I am.
That crazy Altman wants to organize a secret meeting of the Alliance leaders in neutral territory. He'll be here any minute, so I'll let him give you the details. But don't worry, the Armigers will do our part.
What's your part?
Little details. Making sure the right agents are in the right places. Protecting Pact interests. That sort of thing. I could tell you more, but then Nariu would want to kill you. Or maybe just cut on you a little.
Fair enough. I like all my pieces.
Turns out I'm glad you came, Virion. I'm calling in that favor.
You mean you called me here without knowing if you needed me, Thrush? Ugh. What's the favor?
I need you to contact the other spy networks. The Eyes of the Queen of the Aldmeri Dominion and the Ring of Daggers in the Daggerfall Covenant.
Contact. You do me with the tips of my daggers. Repeatedly, right?
No, no. This is a diplomacy thing. No killing.
Apologies for my
Waste
lateness.
of a favor, Thrush. Should have asked for something your lackeys couldn't do. We're even after this, you know.
I know, but this is important. Thanks, Nariu. I'll even ride with you as far as Oradon. Let's go.
Hey, Vanis.
Thank you for coming so quickly, Champion. I've been consulting with Countess Hakruba of the Fighters Guild. Both of our guilds believe the time has come to take the fight to Coldharbour. But this places us in a delicate political position.
What's the problem?
Trust, as always. The Alliance leaders will never agree to join forces. And if our guilds only work with one alliance, the other two will see it as a betrayal. For both guilds, our neutrality is our strength. We can't afford to take sides.
So the situation really is that dire?
The war in Cyrodiil has been long and bloody, and all three alliances are spread thinly. They can't commit resources to an assault on Coldharbour without making themselves vulnerable. I want to bring all three leaders together, maybe cut a deal.
What do you need from me?
You're in a unique position. You can speak with authority, but you're not an alliance leader. You're respected, you have a reputation. They may let you get a word in before they leap at each other's throats. In short, you're the perfect diplomat.
That's good for traveling through the lands and saving them. You want me to speak with the Alliance leaders?
I found the perfect meeting place. A neutral location far from disputed territories, an island called Stirk. I can get you an audience with each leader and provide magical transportation. You just need to convince them to travel to Stirk.
We make it sound so easy. All right, I'll do my best.
That's all I ask. I'll open the portal. I think it's best that I travel with you and make introductions as a neutral party. That might make things easier.
Fair enough, Annis.
Greatly esteemed Queen Irene Arana Aldmeri, it is my great honor to present to you You warm an old man's heart, my queen. I remember well those halcyon days.
As do I, my old friend. Sorry about all these guards. I'm told they're necessary. These are dark days.
A wise precaution, my queen. My counsel would be no different. If you'll permit it, my companion would like to speak with you.
Ah, yes. Let me meet this hero I've heard so much about. It's not often the heroic deeds of one who by all rights should be considered a mortal enemy reach my ears. Come, let's talk. Varnus is a dear man. In many ways, he is family to me. Since he has given you his trust, I'm willing to set aside our differences. But under different circumstances, you and I would be sworn enemies.
My only sworn enemy is Molag Bal, you meant.
Well spoken and point taken. To be perfectly honest, I couldn't pass up the opportunity to meet you. Your exploits are legendary.
You've heard of me.
A true champion is like a stone cast upon the waters of history. The ripples it creates travel far and wide.
Oh, I'm humbled, Your Majesty.
Humility is a noble thing, but you must also remain strong and self-assured. A true champion is also history's pawn, and history is a cruel and unfeeling master. But enough philosophy. What did you wish to speak with me about?
I've come to propose a meeting on the island of Sturk to discuss an assault on Coldharbour.
And you need all 3 of the Alliance leaders to attend this meeting? A bold suggestion. I like it. Very well. I make no promises with regards to the negotiations themselves, but I will attend. That much I promise.
Thanks.
That went well, I think. Shall we move on?
Sure. Where do you next?
To Wayrest. Expect a certain level of formality. The court of High King Emmerich is often filled with scandalmongers and subversives. Therefore, protocol is the order of the day. Shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Tell the lovely Donner Naryu that she is very welcome to disguise herself as a serving girl and show off for
Raz,
this one.
inappropriate.
This one has no regrets.
Esteemed High King Emmerich, I thank you for agreeing to this meeting. I would not presume to waste your time without good reason.
We've known each other for some time, Master Galerion. You aren't known for your capricious whims. Tell me, though, who is your companion?
Your Majesty, this is Skald King Yoren's personal representative, here to speak with you about the impending Coldharbour crisis.
The Skald King sends his personal champion into his enemy's stronghold? Either he has a lot of faith in you, or he's trying to get you killed. I'm intrigued. Come, let us speak.
Important meeting. I yawn like I'm bored out of my mind.
Dibella's legs, but you are a bold one. Even the bards of Wayrest sing of your exploits. I must confess, I had hoped to meet you one day. We sharpen our blades on the same whetstone, if you take my meaning.
It's an honor, Your Majesty.
Tell me then, is it madness that drives you to barge in here like this? Or perhaps you're here to surrender on behalf of your people. If that's the case, I accept.
Actually, I've come to talk about Molag Bal.
That's a bit of a dreary subject, but I prefer that over some angry line like, "I've come here to kill you, Your Majesty." I'm glad you didn't say that. So you want to talk about everyone's favorite Daedric prince, then? What of him?
Molag Bal's influence grows. It's time we took the fight to his realm.
Ha! I'm sorry. I think I must have misheard you. For a moment, I thought you were saying you wanted to battle a Daedric prince. That would be especially funny if you wanted my help. So, what was it you really meant to say?
I propose all the alliances meet on the island of Stirk to discuss an assault on Coldharbour.
That would be utter madness. But I do like the thought of seeing that next to my name in the history books. All right. If Irene and Yoren agree to attend, I'll be there. If this is an assassination attempt, though, I'm taking you with me.
Yeah, fair enough. Goodbye.
Give my best to Thrush.
I didn't think it possible. Well done! We must return and begin the preparations.
Let's go.
We have much to do. Come.
Just so you know, I already knew that.
Oh, I love to mingle, Your Majesty. I'm gonna mingle their heads right off their necks one of these days.
Okay. So I did this from my original playthrough. I did this from a different alliance. So this is a bit, it's playing very, very similar, but also out of order because, of course, I'm visiting different alliances that I wasn't part of. So this is kind of interesting. And also the dialogue is a little bit different. I am appreciating that. There's a bit of immersion in where I was originally in the alliance that started with King Emmerich. And so he was much warmer to me in my original playthrough, and this time he's a little bit cooler, but it's interesting. I'm liking it.
All three leaders have agreed to join us on Stirk. Now comes the tricky part.
Oh, that wasn't the tricky part.
Individually, the leaders are rational, even reasonable. But get them together and, well, you'll see soon enough.
Yeah.
Everything's been prepared. Are you ready to travel to the summit?
I'm ready.
Then, with your permission, I'll open the portal to Stirk. May Auriel's hand guide us all.
The word has been given.
A moment, please. I'll wait for you on the other side.
Okay. Wait.
Our representative, Captain Alfari, is in charge of security on...
Sorry, your dialogue came in so late I was already crossing the portal. I missed it.
Welcome to the island of Stirk. Representatives from all three alliances are gathering at the meeting place. It's just up ahead, through the ruins.
Have the alliance leaders arrived?
I'm told they'll be arriving at the meeting site by portal any moment. After all the bloodshed in Cyrodiil, I fear the leaders won't be quick to trust one another. Perhaps you can help them see the wisdom in cooperation.
Do my best.
I don't envy you the task. We've already assembled quite a team of experts for the Coldharbour invasion itself. I'll try to introduce you to some of them on the way to the meeting. Lead on. 2 kings and a queen with barely a thimble of patience between them. Reaching a compromise will be no small task, I promise you.
Third.
Look around for a second.
Look! It's Lady Laurent!
Oh, okay, calm down.
Careful with that, you clumsy fool. Do hurry it up. We're missing everything.
But please, don't distract me. If I don't finish packing, Lady Laurent will give me quite the talking to.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. I had no idea the summit was to be held on the legendary island of Stirk.
It seemed a fitting choice. It was here that the leaders of the First Era assembled the All-Flags Navy to do battle with the Slode.
I can't wait to see what surprises Molag Bal's realm has in store for us.
We are waging war, not embarking on a sightseeing expedition, milady.
Fear not, Vanus. I can take care of myself and my useless lump of a manservant. Stibbins! I don't care who you are. If you can't carry my luggage, you're useless to me.
Oh.
Farewell, milady. We must dash. We're expected at the summit. Wonderful. It's Tellinger. Here's Tellinger the Artificer himself. Must it always take a crisis to pull you away from your toys, Telly?
Vanus, your robes smell of failed experiments and your words of failed wit.
Tell me, Telly, what Dwemer rubbish pit did you crawl out of this week?
You really must learn to respect your betters, old friend.
Do let me know when one happens by, won't you? I don't have the time or the energy, Tellinger, so I'll bid you good day.
Good day, sir. I'm sorry, that was adorable.
The captain in charge of security, Alfari, is over there.
High King Emmerich of the Daggerfall Covenant. Queen Irene of the Old Merry Dominion. Yoren Skald King of the Ebonheart Pact.
We must put aside our differences and work together, or this assault is doomed from the start.
How do we know this isn't a ruse? A clever plan to divert our forces while your armies take the Imperial City. I thought backstabbing was your favorite tactic, Emmerich.
Please, are you both so arrogant? Your weapons are children's toys compared to the horrors that Molag Bal commands.
I will not wager the future of my people on the word of a snow barbarian and an adolescent female. I fear for Tamriel's future if either of you were to sit upon the Ruby Throne. Since when do you care about your people? You never lift a finger except to count your gold.
Please, my lords, this bickering is pointless.
What a waste of time.
Obstinate fools, both of you.
What a mess. Apologies, Vanus, but I'm going to check on my lion guard.
He ran away like pouting children. Oh my goodness.
Leave me. I have much to consider.
You are a high king, sir. Hold on.
This is going about as well as I expected, unfortunately.
How can we make them see reason?
Even if we can get them to stop bickering, they'll never agree to send troops to Coldharbour. That would leave Cyrodiil unprotected.
The guilds can lead the attack, but only if all three leaders agree.
An interesting idea, but they need to stop bickering long enough to consider it. Why don't you visit each of them in their camps? See if you can reason with them individually.
Intractable fools. Their pride will see us all dead.
Is the Fighters Guild any different?
We've served as the first line of defense against Molag Bal's invaders, destroying his dark anchors all across Tamriel. They've succeeded in reducing their ranks and leveling half of Cyrodiil. What do you think?
Would the Fighters Guild be willing to invade Coldharbour?
Willing and able. But, like the Mages Guild, we are constrained by a non-interference pact. The alliances will only tolerate our presence in their realms if we remain neutral. Unless all three alliance leaders consent to it, our hands are bound.
Go talk to the toddlers. Tell them that we're not taking their toys away.
Your Skald King has all the patience of a bullet mating season. This is a negotiating table, not a battlefield. Can't you talk some sense into that thick head of his?
And I have a suggestion.
That's more than I'm getting from them. What do you suggest?
Send the guilds into Coldharbour.
I don't doubt their commitment or their bravery, but they are few, and Molag Bal's followers are legion.
The guilds have considerable experience fighting Daedra.
Arce's beard, you're a bold one. But you may be right. If you can convince the barbarian and the child queen to agree, I'll consider it.
All right, Emmerich. I missed him, though. I have to admit.
Yoren is being stubborn out of spite. He's your king. Can't you reason with him?
There's an alternative.
Is there? What did you have in mind?
We could send the guilds into Coldharbour.
Perhaps. But we don't know enough about Coldharbour to fully understand what they'd be up against.
Do you want history to remember you as the queen who surrendered to Molag Bal?
Don't presume to think you can intimidate me. History will remember me as a bold and decisive leader who cared about her people. But you do have a point. If you can convince the others, we'll try your plan. Now, leave me in peace.
That was pretty of a bold statement, wasn't it?
I tried, but these thick-skulled bastards will not see reason.
We need to cooperate.
But what about the war in Cyrodiil? If I commit troops to this invasion, the Pact will be vastly outnumbered there.
What if we send the guilds to Coldharbour?
Wizards and mercenaries against the Daedric hordes. Without the Ebonheart Pact, they do not stand a chance.
Both guilds have experience fighting Daedra. They may be our best chance.
You make some sense after all. I will support this foolish plan if you can convince the other leaders.
Okay.
Any luck? Or are they still at an impasse?
They're considering the idea, but they're not convinced.
I hope they come to their senses soon. We're going to lose the element of surprise.
They don't trust each other.
With very good reason. But the sooner they come to an agreement that... Does the air feel strange to you? That's odd. All of a sudden it feels like a storm is approaching.
A storm. Vanis, what's wrong?
I have an ill feeling about this.
Oh, good. Oh, good. We haven't been fighting in a while, so this...
He has arrived. I can't.
Chaldean! What's happening?
Go! Get away from me! Run!
These are the great leaders of Tamriel. Pathetic. But how convenient to have them gathered together in one place, so I can crush them like insects.
Molag Bal!
Stay back, Countess!
The insects fight back! How amusing! And yet, so very sad. All of Nirn shall be mine.
Chaldean! Protect the leaders, defeat Molag Bal's close the unstable ready.
That was intellectually stimulating.
Go to our king and see if he's still alive. It better be. Oh. I don't see him.
We were safe here, hidden from the enemy. The god of schemes grows more powerful by the day.
Then we must act quickly.
Agreed. There's no time to waste. We must take the fight to him.
Can you open a portal to Coldharbour?
Yes, at the Iliad Well at the center of the island.
Perhaps this attack will convince the leader to cooperate.
After that terrible display of power, I don't think they have much choice. Honored leaders, you have seen the face of our enemy! Molag threatens every living being in Tamriel. The Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild have agreed to join forces to launch an assault on Coldharbour!
Trust in us. Sanction our actions. Give us your blessings. We will not let you down.
Vanos is right. The guilds are our best and only choice. Send them to Coldharbour.
I hate to admit it, but I agree with Emmerich.
As do I. It appears that much of the distrust between our alliances was sown and nurtured by the god of schemes.
Molag Bal thrives on deception and chaos. But if you'll forgive me, this alliance war is of your own making.
Countess Hakruba, gather the surviving members of both guilds in the Sturk interior. The champion and I will go there now to open the portal.
We'll be right behind you, Vanas.
The time has come, champion.
Let's go!
Just looking, I know time is of the essence and everything, but...
Stendarr, protect us all! We're as ready as we shall ever be.
Is this everyone?
Unfortunately, yes. It's not the massive army we'd hoped for. But now that Molag Bal knows we're coming, a smaller group might be our only hope of slipping into Coldharbour undetected.
Alright, well, let's do this.
It's difficult to predict where you will emerge once you reach Coldharbour. Be on your guard, my friend.
Okay.
Hello, what's this?
Huh? Well?
Survived then, have you? Jolly good. Jolly good.
Where is everyone?
Rotten luck. They arrived in Coldharbour, but in entirely different locations. Bloody unpredictable. Portals to oblivion. Not to mention Molag Bal's defences. Nasty beasties abound. Off you go, over the bridge and head inland. There's a good chap. Welcome back to Coldharbour, old chum. Jolly good to see you. I was afraid you'd snuffed it.
What's across the bridge?
What bridge? Is there a bridge? Tricky things, bridges. Tend to have all kinds of hideous creatures living beneath them. Except that one over there. That one leads to the Hollow City.
The Hollow City?
Dreadfully dull place, and a real eyesore if you ask me, but I suppose it's where you want to start your quest. Quest! What a simply fabulous word. Quest. 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 I just love how it rolls off the tongue.
Cadwell, I love your stupid face. Alright, right. I'll head to this Hollow City.
Welcome back to Coldharbour, old chum. Jolly good to see you. I was afraid you'd snuffed it.
Where am I exactly?
Welcome to the beautiful gardens of Coldharbour. Do have a look around. Lovely day for it. Soak up the ambiance, the grandeur, the wonder of it all.
Hey, tell me about yourself, Cadwell.
I have the honest feeling we've discussed this before, or did I already mention that? No matter. I am Sir Cadwell, the Undaunted, Knight of the Court of Coldharbour, champion of chivalry, defender of the defenseless, shepherd to the soul-shriven.
Goodbye. Okay. You stop tossing me to that. I want to be here. Thank you.